What's up, Studio K Serve team? Check me out. I'm somewhere in the world. I'm floating on the map. I love it. You guys, this is such a fun series. In this series, we're exploring the whole concept of faith, being sure of what we hope for and being sure of even what we cannot see. And that takes us to our memory verse, which is Hebrews 11, verse 1. In our group message this week, we're going to explore the message called Rerouted. We're going to explore the life of a man named Saul, whose life was completely rerouted on the Damascus Road when he had an interaction with the Lord Jesus Christ. Saul had some opinions about Jesus before he met him, and then he had some very different opinions about Jesus after he met him. Well, we're going to explore that before and after, not only in the life of Saul, who later was called Paul, but also in the life of our children. In our large group, our host is going to ask that very open-ended and thought-provoking question of, hey, how do you see Jesus? Are you seeing him more like Saul, or are you seeing him more like Paul? The whole idea is when we see Jesus, when we truly understand the story of Jesus, it changes how we see Jesus. And when we see Jesus correctly, it changes our lives. So in our small groups, we'll pull this thought through three really awesome activities. The first one is called Before and After. You're going to have a bunch of index cards, and you're going to ask the children again to debrief all of those before meeting Jesus and after meeting Jesus thoughts. Then they're going to be face down on the ground. We're going to mix them up, and then we're going to play a matching game. And the whole idea of this small group, you guys, is just to build relationships with the kids and then also explore with each of them, hey, how do you see Jesus? How do you see Jesus? Now, the next one is called Blind, Now I See, and this is a really fun one. Everybody's going to be blindfolded in this game. You're going to have a pen and some paper, and you're all going to try to draw a really simple image like a cat or a dog, blindfolded. Then you're going to be unblindfolded, and you're going to try to draw the same thing. The idea is, of course, the picture when you can see is so much clearer, it's so much better. But isn't that true also of our view of Jesus? When we're able to truly see who Jesus is and truly see what he is and who he is in our lives, isn't life more clear? Aren't things just better? So the last is a really fun verse relay. And in this verse relay, you're going to have some cups strategically placed around with a different word of each verse. And so you're going to see how this activity plays out as you look and review the small group activities. But this is going to be fun, and it's actually going to get the kids up and moving around and also learning the key verse. Well, listen, as we close this week's pre-huddle, I want to just thank you again for this third week of focused prayer for our children, for your fellow serve team members, as well as for the next level leadership. We feel like this prayer is changing things. And as we ask things of God, we believe that God hears us and is faithful to answer us. We're also going to continue to ask you to just help us keep a safe and fun environment for NLC kids, and specifically focusing in on our name tag system. We'd ask that we really be diligent with checking every name tag of every parent as they come in to truly match them with each child. We're asking our parents from now on to actually wear their name tags. And so we would ask that you just smile and ask a parent in a life-giving way to actually wear their name tag as they're dropping off their kid. And that way we'll know who should and should not be in the Studio K environment. Thank you also for strategically placing someone at the front and at the exit of every Studio K environment that we have so that we can make sure that we're keeping our kids safe. All right, you guys, have an amazing and fun weekend. We'll see you soon.